Part 2 of the Euclidean tutorial will allow us to use the tool Euclidean Direction. So if Euclidean distance measured each cell's distance to a source, then Euclidean Direction, using the 8 cardinal directions, broken into categories based on their compass bearings, 0 and 360, will tell you at what angle you need to go to get to the source. So I drag in one rack, direction. Similar before, how far out do I want to measure the distance? I don't need to do a maximum. The cell size will default to 20, and it can create its cousin distance, but I don't need that. Broken into a series of colorful values here. Before we really dive too deep, I want you to be cognizant of the fact that the values are not north, northeast, east, southeast, south, southwest, and so on. Those are layer categories. The values are between 0 and 360. The values, engaging my draw toolbar again, attempting to engage the draw toolbar again, are compass bearings. If we imagine our compass beginning at 0 and 360 as they share the same point, right? Between 0 and 255, that might be to the north, correct? But between 225 and 67.5, that might be to the northeast. And between 67.5 to 112 might be to the east. So that's how you interpret these numbers. The layer is very helpful here, but the compass bearings are the actual values that you'll see in the raster. So let's zoom in again and take a look. Remember our drawing from last time. I'm engaging direction this time and not distance. Helpful, I can look at only 1 or 2 cells if I want. All right, so if we're looking at the bottom cell here, it's a color green, which our eyes tell us is to the southeast, but its actual value is 135. So that bottom cell needs to travel at an angle of approximately 135 degrees to get to the source, which is roughly a southeast direction. And that makes sense, right? If we follow from right here, we go southeast. This bottom cell is now yellow. Right now, good. The bottom cell is now yellow, and that must travel at approximately 90 degrees, which is easy to figure out is directly to the east. Notice as you're emanating from the hub, they get wider and wider and wider and wider. Their angles get more varied, right? These two are both technically to the northeast because they fall between compass bearings 22.5 and 67.5, or even better than compass bearings between those degrees, 22.5 and 67. But their values are different, 65, 62 degrees, 60, 57, 54, 52, 50, and so on and so on.